Hey guys, wanted to take a few minutes to talk about one of my very favorite and most special EDC knives. It actually started me on a whole trek into a line of knives that I hadn't been exposed to, and that is the Hinderer XM18 3-inch. This little guy came to me from a buddy, dear friend, Dark Gravity. That's Dark Gravity's Instagram. You guys go give him a follow. But Dark Gravity kind of introduced me to Hinderer knives, and this knife in particular, and it was a little small for him, so he worked out a killer bro deal for me. It's a 3-inch Skinner blade, 20 CV. It came with a tan G10 scale. I put a black G10 scale on it. Blackened out blade. The action on this guy is just absolutely fantastic. The way that it fits my hand, both in a regular grip and in a choked up grip, are just absolutely fantastic. It's in Battle Black, which is probably one of my favorite Hinderer finishes. Tri-way pivot system, glassy smooth. Also has thumb studs, which I just love. They really rocketed it out. But this little knife was something that I wasn't expecting to either like or even was that interested in Hinder as a whole. I'd always heard about them, always seen them, but never really experienced one. So last year when we went up to the New York City Custom Knife Show, which was being held in Nashville, and Dark Gravity let me check out both this and his 3.5-inch. I really fell in love with this little 3-inch version. Since then, I have fallen in love kind of with Hinderer as a whole. I love the fact that they're made in America. I love the fact that the knives are made to be used. I love the fact that they're made really to be hard use knives. I've got both the 3.5-inch eclipses now, or excuse me, the 3.5-inch eclipse, 3.5-inch XM18s, and a couple of 3-inch XM18s. And it's all because, again, a brother from the community, Dark Gravity, opened my eyes to it. Said, you really just ought to hold it. You ought to check it out. He said, I'll tell you what, why don't you just hang on to it for a week, see how it feels in your pocket. And then to give me an opportunity to purchase it too. It was just an absolute bro deal. But love him to death. He knows it. Let's do a couple of size comparisons on this guy. So Benchmade Bug Out, it's going to be right around the same size as the Benchmade Bug Out. Look at the Hogue Deca. It's going to be a little bit smaller than the Deca, a little bit smaller than the Bug Out. Smaller than a 940, but let's look at it with a 945. It's going to be bigger than a 945, but again, 3-inch blade, and I can get a full, with my small, medium sized hands, I can get a full 4-finger grip, and then with the choil, I've got plenty of access. But again, guys, that's just the kind of the way the Hinderer makes me feel, the way that the brand makes me feel. I know there's a lot of noise in the community about the brand and customer service and this, that, and the other. I'm just giving you my honest opinion on how the knives make me feel. And this particular knife, because it has super sentimental value, it came from a dear brother, and again, it opened my eyes to something that I hadn't even expected to fall in love with. So for that, I want to remind you guys, look out for the person to your left, look out to the person to your right. Know that we'll all disagree, but that's what makes us different. So the way that we kind of try to understand each other's side is communicate. The way we communicate is we have discussions. Civil discussions, guys. Fill them with love, get your point across, and then open your ears because you might learn something too. Love all of you. Peace.